Welcome to the world of Game Over events, camps, and clinics. We thank you for the opportunity to present this brief look at the history of a brand born in the streets of New York City. After several years of building our brand on the street level, our first foray into the event arena was Hoops for Heroes. It was our idea to give some of the top talent in the New York City area an opportunity to use their God-given skills to positively touch the lives of those affected by the 9/11 tragedy. Tryouts and practices were held right here at 275 in Brownsville, Brooklyn, as the event quickly began to take shape. And now it was time. Hoops for Heroes was scheduled to take place in front of a packed house at Hofstra University, pitting the best from Long Island versus the best from the New York City area. The battle was great, but the cause was even greater. Many of the participants in this event have gone on to professional basketball careers, taking with them an experience they will never forget. More importantly, the money was raised and the mission was accomplished. Hoops for Heroes was successful in bringing Game Over from the streets of New York City into the mainstream, but it's our camps and clinics that have affected even greater numbers. Whether it be our independent camps or our solid 5-year affiliation with the New York Knicks summer basketball program, the Game Over Camp and Clinic initiative is in full effect. At our camps and clinics, not only do we teach the skills to be successful in the sport itself, but the skills and principles of success that will make one successful in life. We find that all participants find the Game Over Camp and Clinic experience to be a rewarding and fun-filled one. One of the most ambitious projects to date, the Last Man Standing One-on-One Basketball Challenge, in conjunction with the New York Knicks, McDonald's, and Madison Square Garden. In this event, McDonald's parking lots were converted into beautiful basketball courts in search of the best one-on-one ball player in the New York City area. 7 events spread out through the boroughs of Manhattan and New Jersey. This turned out to be a spectacular event. Last Man Standing, a creation of Game Over, in conjunction with the New York Knicks and Madison Square Garden, had the ultimate prize at the end. The finalists got to compete on the floor of Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. In the end, a champion is crowned, and we move on, looking forward to the following year's competition. Last Man Standing is now 3 years running. Hold on, we're not finished, not even close. Game Over was invited to put on the Last Man Standing competition in Europe. That's right, Last Man Standing, Spain. These are the first looks at Last Man Standing, Spain, which took place 90 minutes outside of Barcelona, in a beach town named Plata de Ora. The question was, could we create the excitement and the atmosphere that we experienced at Last Man Standing in New York, a half a world away? The pictures speak for themselves, and Last Man Standing will take place annually in Spain.
€1.000, un viatge a Nova York, el guanyador del Last Man Standing 2008, Nacho Martín!
There are now plans for Last Man Standing Greece and Last Man Standing Africa. Nothing demonstrates the expansion of Game Over from the streets to the mainstream than a program and an event we created called Shakin'. Shakin', where ballin' meets breakin', an artistic expression that we've created that combines the art forms of basketball, dance, and music in a competition. A concept that was so compelling, so interesting, that the team from Brownsville performed on 4 morning television programs. those who viewed were simply stunned by the artistic expression that was on display. Through this exposure, Shake It became a citywide phenomenon. Once again, Game Over had created an activity and experience that will not quickly be forgotten. You see, what started out in a vacant parking lot behind a school in Brownsville, Brooklyn, made it to the big time, made it to the floor of Madison Square Garden. That's right, the Shakin' team was invited to be halftime entertainment at a New York Knicks basketball game. While for some, Madison Square Garden could have proven to be the pinnacle, for us and our Shakin' project, it was only the beginning. The Shakin' project spawned its own reality TV show that aired 13 episodes on the MSG network. And many of the kids were the same kids that started with us in the beginning. That's right, they were now stars of their own television show. The popularity and notoriety gained from this show was incredible. In fact, the Shakin' team was invited to Las Vegas to perform at an event during NBA All-Star Weekend. Needless to say, Shakin' has come and gone a long way. This is the Shakin' team performing outside on the Las Vegas Strip.